Well, good afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and I just thought I'd put a few on the table here just to highlight some of the orchids at the moment and some of the phenomenal root growth I've got. Now this one here is curvifolia, of course, with those nice little blooms. And what I've done with this one, of course, you know, I've got the other two new Vanda ones, and what I've had to do with this one, this was in that kind of an oval basket, which was a bit awkward on that window. So what I've done with this one yesterday, excuse me, I'm just kneeling down just for ease, is there's the main part, and this big one here, both these were the small parts, and what I've done with these two, I can just turn it around without, sorry about that, and this one here, this one here, that's got its own root system. So I've no problem with that one. That one, I just got one root. And I've put it in here, and what I've done with those roots, I've manoeuvred them round and round. Oops. See, they're quite, these Vanda types, they're quite immovable in the sense that if you get one of these leaves up against something, they don't half tug at it. Now, come on. Come on. Oops, sorry. Too close. I'm going to refocus. Not. So what I'll do, I'll just put that down here and just give it a little bit more room here now. So we'll take this one next, Laelia rubenscens. Look at the root growth there, and you see, from that tag there, that's that first one, and the roots are spreading out everywhere, and that's the other one now. There we go, and you can see where there, that little tip of green, where this one's now starting to take off. So that's a really good one, that one is. And this one is one of the species ones. I think this one is M.E.s. You may recall that I got that flower inflorescence there, and it's had that came with that. And it's still not extended, but what it's done, it's give me nice roots. I put that tablet down there, tuck you under there, can you see? Underneath there. And the roots that go that way. And I just manoeuvre that one there. You can see, look at the healthy leaves. Now, these have been, I fertilise virtually every day now, with a TDS of round about, well, anything from 140 up to 180. Just depends. I don't fuss, but they're getting fed and watered every day. Now, let's have a look at the other one. Here we are. And can I just put that there? There. And this is, well, I think they call this Samira. Got that nice root. Look at the tips on that one. And if we lift this leaf up under here, it's got a nice root system, branching roots there. And if I tuck under this leaf here, see? Look at that. So that can stay there now. And I'll show you this one now. I have to be careful because some of them are a little bit awkward. And what I don't want to do, of course, is damage them. Right, let's just move back a little bit. And this one, I'll show you the name. There we are. And do you remember that root at the top? That wasn't growing at all. And then I shaved that little bit, didn't I? And so it's extended now, there you see. It's extended. It's got that root there. And, oops. And it's got that new root under there. There we go. And of course, this one's giving me a nice new leaf. Let's put that one over there. And just let it tilt that way. Now this one we're looking at now is the second part of the Cattleya forbesi. Why won't that focus? It should automatically focus, and I don't know why it's not focusing. Because this one, maybe it's better that way. There. That's got, and you see there, that's got a new root there. And whereabouts is it? It's got a new root and a new growth. There's the root. Can you see the root there? And then tip it up, and that's a new growth. And this is the other one. This is the other part of it. Because if you remember, this one's split into two. And this one's really taken off, this one has. That's got a nice root there. Got another root under there. And it's got that new growth. Just coming between those two roots. And this was the one that has got, if I turn it round, oops, if I turn it round, you see, it had got a sheath. And I didn't know it had got a sheath. But never mind. I mean, at the end of the day, that's transitioned to my environment now. And this one here, look at this one here. And this is Cattleya walkeriana var cerulean. See? Can you see that new root there? This is, all of a sudden, this is really taking off. And you see that new root there? That root there. And if I tip you over, can you see? Tucked in there. Look at them. My goodness. Now, I can only put this down to, there's another root there, I've just seen that one coming back, to the vigorous feeding and watering. And at the moment, I mainly use calcium, seaweed extract, now and again a pinch of Epsom salts, and sometimes, but not very often at the moment, an M.P.K. which has already come pre-mixed. Right, this one here is Cattleya cincoriana by Alawii, and I wanted to show you this one for the growth. Do you remember that one? It had that little growth where that little bubble of water is. It was about that high, and look how it's extended. So I'm just waiting now for this one to actually give me signs. Oh, that's a nice sign. There, above that root, that's no good. I think that what's coming out there now is the first of the roots for that one. So I'm really excited about that. And this cincoriana broke into 3. And I've got another mount in the orchid room, but I've not brought that one out. And this one's the same. It's given me a new root. Can you see there? There we go. And so that's transitioned well. And I thought I'd just show you this one because this is another species, Phalaenopsis, and this is Phalaenopsis parisii. And look at the growing roots on this one. I mean, this is only small, and it gets the same water and feed. Oops. I just change on, sorry about this. I try to do these videos and I think, oh, it'll only take me 5 minutes, but unfortunately it always seems to take a lot longer for me. So what I'm going to do, just one more, I wanted to just show you the root growth. And this one is Hilda Poxon. And this one I mounted. It was in lava rock, and I left quite a lot of the lava rock on because it had got the roots already attached to it. And look at this one. If I just manoeuvre it gently, look how it sent that root actually inside. You wouldn't believe it. It's actually gone inside that bark and come out again. But look at the root growth there. So it tells me that there's very intensive. Right, I can just get up. Bear with me a minute. That this very intensive feeding and watering is actually working. I can't believe that it's taken me this long to appreciate the science of giving them the correct amount of feed and regularly as well, every other day or every day. I mean, yesterday, because the weather was very hot and humid, they just had a flush yesterday. But today they've been fed. And I'm just going to step across here, excuse the mess in the bathroom. We've not had that sorted yet when we had that leak. Now this is this little one. This is the Cattleya cernua. And that's the one that I've just got strapped, and I put it in there just to see if it'll encourage it to produce any roots. I don't know whether it will. And this little one here, this no ID, this just gets thrown in. Look at that. See, just gets thrown in there. Got another little green bump, as I say, coming there, but that's got a nice root. I just treat that as a mounted one. And so these are the two Vandas. There's one in the bathroom and another one of these tubs. And that's the feed that they're in. These will stay in here now, well, maybe 1-2 hours. I don't have a time scale. And that's got a nice new leaf coming in there. And if I gently manoeuvre that one, that's also got a nice new leaf. So it's a very quick update just to show you some of the root growth, and thank you for joining me. Enjoy your weekend. It's been 27.5 and I think it went over to 28. Then for 5 minutes we had a huge downpour, and then it's now that the humidity's shot up and it's stopped raining. If I take you back over here, and I think what I'll do, because it's got such nice flowers, hasn't it? There. I'll just finish off. Can't put it back on the table. But I'll just finish off with this nice little Vanda curvifolia. See, I don't even bother putting it in here when it's got buds. If your plant's well and healthy enough, then everything should be fine. Those lovely flowers. So, take care. I'll come back soon. Bye-bye now.